Hello. Today we are going to be going over my chapter 5 consumer markets and buyer behavior. Um so I'll explain the key marketing concepts and how they apply to the black box sovereign. This chapter taught me that customers do not make decisions based only on product features, but also their beliefs, experiences, and emotions, which all influence whether they will buy a product or not. So, buyer's black box. So, the buyer's black box is everything that happens inside a customer's mind before they make a purchase. Marketing messages enter the black box, but customers filters those messages through their own beliefs and experiences. In the story, Sloan believes that adding more features to the vault will automatically convince more customers to ultimately buy it. And Julian explains that this is an engineer's trap because people buy based on trust and not just technical specifications. The Silverrains filter Salone's message through the distrust of institutions, their desire for privacy, and also their fear of surveillance. Four factors that influence buying behavior are cultural factors, which are values and beliefs people learn from society. They also include the social factors, including family, friends, and opinion leaders. Personal factors, which include occupation, age, income, and lifestyle. Psychological factors, which is motivation, perception, learning, beliefs, and attitudes. These four factors work together to shape buying decisions for everybody. Selective distortion means customers interpret information in ways that support what they already believe. The sovereigns already distrust companies and institutions. Because of this, they hear Salone describe the vault as secure, but they interpret the messages as surveillance instead of protection. This shows existing beliefs can completely change the meaning of a marketing message. The buyer decision process has 5 stages: need recognition, information search, evaluation of alternative, purchase decisions, and post purchase behavior. In the story, the Sovereigns have already recognized the need for better security and have gathered information. However, they are stuck in the evaluation of alternative stage because they are comparing the vault with Aura Cloud Shield and deciding which option they can trust the most. The vault is an example of complex buying behavior because it is expensive, high risk, and has important differences compared to its competing products. Customers spend time researching before they ultimately make a final decision. This differs from dishonest reducing buying behavior, where products seem very similar and customers mainly need reassurance after buying the product. Because privacy and identity are involved, the sovereigns carefully evaluate each and every option. Post purchase dishonest is the doubt customers may feel after they make a important purchase. Even after buying the vault, customers may wonder if they made the right decision. To reduce this doubt, I suggested that Nexus could assign every customer a dedicated security advisor to kind of guide them along their journey of getting the product. This advisor could answer questions, explain updates, and also reassure customers that their information remains protected. This would help build long term trust between the customers and the actual company producing this for them. The adoption process includes awareness, interest, evaluation, trial, and adoption. Customers first learn about a product, then they become interested in the product from learning about it, and then from there they will try it if it is possible for them to actually try it and actually to adopt it. I believe the biggest challenge for the vault is communication, ultimately because the product focuses on privacy more. Customers cannot easily share their total experience from this, and Sloan could improve this by using anonymous testimonials, security certifications, and customer success stories that protect customer identities. The biggest lesson I learned from this chapter is that successful marketing is about understanding overall people and not just selling a product, but also just understanding culture, the social influence, personal characteristics, and psychological factors if they want customers to trust them and ultimately buy their product. The story showed me that trust can be more valuable than a technical innovation or a new car, um, just anything new, a new phone. This showed me that if you're able to trust a company, then you will be able to just buy comfortably without having to have secondhand thoughts about the product that you're buying, because the company, they're ultimately selling it to you and they're gaining your trust in the process as well. So this story showed me that trust can be more valuable than the actual technology itself, but that is still a big role. Technology being something good, but you also want the trust with customers. So having both, having good technology and trust with customers, is a win-win in each situation, because then your customers will come back, and also they know that the innovation is there too as well. So it's not staying stagnant. Um, it keeps improving and innovating. So my conclusion to this is that chapter 5, it helped me understand ultimately how consumers think before, during, and after making a purchase. The concepts from the chapter also explain why the Sovereigns were hesitant to purchase the vault and why Sloan had to focus on trust instead of just the features in the product. That is my overall takeaway from this. I learned a great grip from it, and just learned about the consumers and also how companies get out to the consumers to sell the product and gain trust. So this was a good key chapter. Thank you for viewing this. Have a good evening.